Welcome to a lesson with Dr. Powell. Let's take a look at limits that come from functions, from asymptotes of functions. For instance, the natural log of x looks like this. Has a nice asymptote here, a vertical asymptote at x equals 0. So in particular, if we were to take a limit as x approaches 0 from the right side, the natural log of x, we would get negative infinity going down. So it goes down this way to negative infinity. In general, we also can use the idea that sometimes, quite often, just plugging in one natural log is equal to 0. Sometimes we use that in limits as well. But this is kind of one to keep in mind that comes from an asymptote. Another one, e to the negative x or 2 to the negative x or anything like that, that's an exponential function that's coming down like this, is decay going to 0. It goes to 0 as x goes off to infinity. So that's another one to keep in mind. And yet another one is the arctangent, or the inverse tangent of x. So think about tangent of x in general, the graph, at least one part of it. This is the part that you actually use to get the inverse function. And when you do that, you swapped your x's and y's. So you can think the limit as x in particular goes off to infinity of tangent inverse. Let's see what that is. Now on this graph, that would be like y going to infinity. So what do you get? Well, it looks like it's getting close to the x value is getting close to pi halves. So you end up getting pi halves. So you can think, in fact, the graph of inverse tangent looks something like this. And you can notice how you can get pi halves just by looking at it that way. So these are a couple different examples of functions, fun functions that we can use as we're taking limits that provide asymptotes for us and therefore limit results. Thanks for watching.